Okay, good evening, everybody. Again, do a quick introduction here. My name is Stephanie. I am the Vacation and Cruises Sales Manager in our London office with Ellison Travel and Tours. Quick overview of Ellison. We've been in business, family owned and operated, Canadian for over 45 years, and we are super excited tonight to be hosting our first virtual consumer event post COVID. So thank you so much for taking the time tonight to join us, and hello to everybody out on our social media as well, because we are super excited to be broadcasting live there as well. So I am going to take this time to introduce a very special guy, Mitch with Royal Caribbean. He is Royal Caribbean, loyal to Royal. It's in his blood. He has worked with them, been on the ships for over almost, I think, 20 years. So we cannot get a better support here. And I can guarantee you that he's going to give you a great presentation going over all of the ships, the sailings, and the Black Friday specials. So Mitch, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you. And please wow us with everything Royal.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Stephanie. And thank you so much to everybody that is at home watching. I'm going to put my screen up there, so hopefully you can see it now. And we are going to kick things off. Yes, I'm 22 years at Royal Caribbean. I worked on board over 18, with 12 of those as a cruise director. And if you've never cruised before, or if you've cruised before, or hopefully you've cruised with Royal Caribbean before, we're going to tell you some great information about the largest cruise brand on the planet. And to kick things off, let's show you what Royal Caribbean is all about.
This is Royal Caribbean, the only cruise line voted best overall for 22 years running and home to the world's best family vacation.
We about to level up.
These are the biggest vacations at sea and on land, where impossible is always on the itinerary and next level lives around every corner. We take the boldest ships in the world, loaded with experiences you can't find anywhere else, and sail memory-maxing vacations across the globe. From far-out ports to the world's best private destinations, like Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and even more on the way. It's the time of your life, all day, every day. An unforgettable vacation for everyone, all rolled into one epic adventure. This is what it's like to chase record-breaking thrills, kick back to new levels of chill, and soak up world-class wows.
Take it to the next level.
So double down on daring and turn family time into the family time of a lifetime. Because this is a vacation like no other.
We about to level up, level up, level up.
Come see the Royal Caribbean.
Okay, so there you have it, everybody. That is a little summary, a little taste of Royal Caribbean. And we were very excited that we just passed sailing 100 million guests on Royal Caribbean over the last 55 years. And let me tell you something right now. This is the time to book a cruise, especially with all the snow that we've had in the last 48 hours. If you've been putting a pin in it, this is the time to make it happen. So we're going to talk about why Royal Caribbean. Well, it is the whoa, the wow. These woe-worthy ships, the biggest and best cruise ships on the planet, are incredible destinations and our award-winning personalized service with over 60,000 crew members from over 75 different countries all around the world. So why is Royal Caribbean the largest cruise line in the world with over 29 ships and the most guests that sail and the most guests that keep coming back to cruising at Royal Caribbean? Well, part of it is our Crown and Anchor Society, our amazing member benefits. It's very easy to get up these tiers. You can kind of think about it like a frequent floaters program. You're going to cruise more, the more benefits you get. And as you hit the Diamond, Diamond Plus, and Pinnacle levels, you get some really great benefits such as 4, 5, or 6 free drinks every single day, and I mean free. So this is a big benefit. This is why part of the reason why we're so popular, but also we have a great status match program with our sister brands, which are Celebrity and Silversea. So if you're, for example, cruising with Celebrity and you're an elite member and you want to cruise Royal Caribbean, you will automatically be status matched to that tier. And we just announced last week, which is even better, we are now introducing Points Choice in 2026, which means if you sail with any brand, you can choose to allocate your points that you receive on any status program. So if you wanted to cruise with Celebrity for once, you could still add your points to your Royal Caribbean status towards getting free drinks. It's as simple as that. And your amazing Ellison travel agent will have way more information. So when we talk about Royal Caribbean, we talk about our incredible ships. We are the first to do all these incredible things that people said is not possible or was not possible, including the first cruise line to put balconies on cruise ships, the sports court, the rock climbing wall, the flow riders, and more. And when it comes to our 29, soon to be 30 ships, we have 7 different classes. So you can kind of think about us maybe like a couple different cruise lines, because we have our classic cruise ships, for example, the Vision, Voyager, Radiance, and Freedom class, and then maybe our brand new, our Oasis, Quantum, and Icon class ships. And yes, we have the 5 largest cruise ships in the world, but you can also see that half of Royal Caribbean's fleet is these medium and small ships. So no matter what experience you're looking for, Royal Caribbean has you covered all over the world, from these small ships purpose-built for Panama Canal, Alaska, these sought-after itineraries where only small ships can dock, all the way up to the largest resorts or Las Vegas at sea. No matter which ship you choose, you're going to find all of these amazing common ship features on all of them, such as, the signature rock climbing wall, the largest casinos at sea, the Vitality Spa and Fitness Center. And what really separates Royal Caribbean is what's included. You can put your wallet away because all of these amazing things are included in the price of your cruise, including all of our signature activities, whether that's bumper cars, rock climbing, skydiving at sea, flow rider surfing, the slides, the water slides. It is all included in the price of your cruise. And you may not be thinking you're going to do all these activities, but there is a reason why we have a bar and bleachers next to the flow rider, because some people just sit and watch. And there's nothing wrong with that as well. When it comes to entertainment and nightlife, I mentioned this before, but as a former cruise director, I can confidently say there is nowhere on the planet that will give you more value for your money and entertainment that is included, especially after dinner. What happens after dinner is the ship comes alive. It is like being in Miami or Nashville or any big city around the world at night. That's a great picture of our Aqua Theater. Live music and dancing. Every single Royal Caribbean ship still has a live orchestra, Latin bands, DJs, pub guitarists, party bands, show bands, the largest casinos, game shows for families, adults, and much more. So when we talk about Royal Caribbean, we are rated E for everyone. That means no matter what age you are, we have something for you. This is why we are a worldwide brand and attract guests from literally all over the planet. And we are truly a multi-generational perfect choice for your family. And when it comes to kids and youth activities, all these fun activities are also included. And one thing I really love to talk about is that, yes, we have specific activities for kids and families. And every single one of our Adventure Ocean kids staff has to have a 4-year university degree in education just to get hired at Royal Caribbean. And we have something really cool. We have lifeguards at every single pool on every ship, at every private destination, and at every pool on every one of our private destinations. You don't find that anywhere else. And also we have some really cool stuff like My Time family dining, which means your kids can get served in the main dining room in 45 minutes, and then our Adventure Ocean kids staff will take them up to the kids club and they can enjoy the rest of the night where mom and dad, grandma, grandpa enjoy the adult-only activities. And did I mention that Adventure Ocean is complimentary from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. every single day? Yes, it is. All right, well, it is dinner time around here, so we are looking at one of my favorite things to talk about when we think about a cruise. We think about food. This is a great picture from one of my favorite restaurants on board, celebrity chef Jamie Oliver's Jamie's Italian. And I will warn you, there are some people that may not have cruised before. So the first warning about a cruise is you are going to gain weight. Do not try to fight it. It's going to happen. Just enjoy. Over half of the restaurants on board all of our ships are complimentary. Of course, my favorite option is the traditional dining room. That is our 2 to 3 story dining room with flexible dining times. At Royal Caribbean, we have 3 dining times: the early 5 o'clock dinner, the middle 7:30, and the late 8:30 or 9 o'clock. And that means you're going to get the same waiter, the same table guests, the same table, a different menu every single night. And this is an incredible option, yes, included in the price of your cruise. We also have something flexible, My Time dining, which means you can choose to dine anytime between 6:30 or 7 and 9 o'clock. And that means you're going to get different table every night, different waiter, and that's at your leisure. Tons and tons of dining options, including very nice specialty dining options if you'd like to do something special, if you're maybe celebrating. And again, because we don't really know how many people have cruised before or not, we do want to cover the accommodations. We're not going to spend a lot of time here, but we truly have something for everybody. Whatever your interests are and your budget, we do have something there for you. So if you like to stay out late and you don't want to know what time it is, you want to sleep in, you're never in your room, we have something for you. Virtual balcony, interiors, ocean view. The most popular Royal Caribbean rooms is, of course, the ocean view balcony. We just introduced infinite balconies on the Icon class ships. And you may not know this, but Royal Caribbean has more suites than anyone in the entire industry. And we are talking from junior suites with just a little bit more room, sunset suites at the back of the ship, all the way up to the ultimate family townhouse family suites at over 2,000 square feet, literal mansions at 3 stories. And all of this incredible stuff comes with, for example, your Royal Genies, which literally can grant you any wish you like. So for more information, you can ask your incredible Ellison agents, but also you can also bid for a better stateroom. So if you have your Royal Caribbean cruise booked, you can try to upgrade through the Royal Caribbean apps. Really cool stuff. Now, when we talk about our ships, we want to just quickly mention the brand new class of Royal Caribbean ships, which is the Icon class. The Icon, the Star, and the Legend. These are now the largest cruise ships in the world, but one thing to note is it's not really, as you saw in that earlier picture, they're not that much longer than a traditional ship, but we're talking 2 to 3 times as wide, a little bit taller. This means they're a lot more stable. So if you're a little bit worried about being on the ocean with the motion, you do not have to worry because you barely notice these ships even move. That is how incredibly big they are. However, when I say big, you can get anywhere on the largest cruise ships in the world in less than 15 minutes. And you cannot do that at most resorts around the world and most big cities. So really, this is an incredible experience if you've never cruised before. We do have some great options on all of our different ships. Now, the newest ship that's about to arrive next summer is the Legend of the Seas. She is our 3rd Icon class ship. She will sail from Barcelona and Rome in the Western Mediterranean. Then she will sail over to Fort Lauderdale, and she will begin 6-night Western Caribbean and 8-night Southern Caribbean, the first Icon class ship to do the 8-night Southern Caribbean itineraries. And don't forget, every single Icon class ship, whether it's the Icon from Miami, or whether it's the Star of the Seas from Port Canaveral, all visit Perfect Day at Coco Cay on every single itinerary. And speaking of Star of the Seas, she has just set sail just literally a couple of months ago from Port Canaveral, which is just about 45 minutes from Orlando. And she's an incredible ship. And she's has some really cool new enhancements. And one thing, we're going to go back to the families. This is really kind of a cool option where parents can just get one of these little bracelets for their kids, 3 to 12, and they can track exactly where they are on the ship. Now, the ship's not that big, but still, you can find out where they are at any time. And I always get this question at the end. So unfortunately, the answer is no. Ladies, you cannot get one of these for your husband as well. Okay, it's only for the kids. So Star of the Seas sails 7-night Eastern and Western Caribbeans, 5 different itineraries. And no matter what ports you'd like to go to, we completely have you covered when it comes to where these ships are sailing. And I only have 2 videos to show here tonight, so we're going to go ahead and just take a quick peek at the newest ship in Royal Caribbean's fleet, the Star of the Seas.
We about to level up. We about to level up.
So yeah, there is Star of the Seas, complete with her very own adult-only neighborhood. Every single one of our Royal Caribbean ships has the adult-only area on the ship, ages 18 plus. And featuring on the amazing Icon class is our very own family neighborhood, which you might have seen in those videos. And again, we have some really amazing stuff coming at Royal Caribbean. Every single year, a brand new ship, a brand new destination, and a brand new class of ships, which are coming soon, which we don't know much about yet, but that will be announced very shortly. And when we speak about destinations, this is really what it's all about. When you go on vacation, when you go on a cruise, no matter where you go, it is all about these incredible destinations. And where are our 29, soon to be 30 ships sailing in 2026? I already mentioned they are literally sailing all over the planet. We have 21 ships in just the Caribbean alone, which is a record more than many cruise lines' entire fleets just in the Caribbean, 6 ships from our smallest to our largest sailing in Europe, 4 ships sailing from Alaska, whether that's a round trip from Vancouver or Seattle, or the amazing Quantum class Ovation of the Seas will be sailing from Vancouver northbound to Alaska, which connects onto the cruise tours, or just for yourself to fly back, or southbound from Alaska to Vancouver, to 5 ships on the west coast sailing from Los Angeles or San Diego down to the Mexican Riviera with overnights in Cabo, to what I like to call our drive market. Not really many people know about this, but we have 4 ships sailing year-round from the Northeast. That means Baltimore, Boston, or Bayonne, New Jersey. That is Cape Liberty Cruise Port. We can drive there in just about 8 hours from the London area. My parents used to drive there all the time to visit me on the cruises, or you can fly from Toronto to Newark Airport in 90 minutes, direct flight, and when you get your luggage, it is less than 20 minutes to the ship. These are cruises all the way to Canada, New England, Bermuda, ABC Islands, perfect day at Coco Cay, everything from 4 to 14 night cruises from the Northeast. 2 ships in Australia full-time, and 1 ship full-time in China, and another ship in Singapore, and all kinds of other cruises that are going through Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, Japan, and more. We just don't have the time to talk about it. Now, I know there's always people that ask this question, so I wanted to throw this slide up there. Yes, we do have a ship or 2 ships that sail from in the Caribbean that never touch the United States. So we have Serenade of the Seas until April 2026. Then it'll be the Grandeur of the Seas. 7-night cruises in the ABC Islands from Colón, Panama, Cartagena, Colombia, that never will be touching the United States. This is another great option for those people that find this necessary. And again, this is a great option to try Panama or Colombia as a pre or post option as well. And it's not just about these big, amazing ships in the Caribbean. Although Royal Caribbean has all these great options, we just can't promote them all. So I do want to mention, yes, we do have not just, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 cruises. We have 18-night, 25-night cruises, as you can see here, all the way through these incredible transatlantic sailings. These are unbelievable options for considering what we call back-to-back or consecutive cruises. So we're not going to sell a 40-night cruise, but you can go ahead and do, for example, one of these incredible transatlantic or trans-Pacific cruises, and you might do the previous, the last 7-night Caribbean, the 14 or 15-night transatlantic, and then the first 7-night in Europe, and all of a sudden you have a 29, 30-night cruise, and you've done all different ports. These are amazing options. We're going to talk about one of them a little bit later, just because the pricing is so incredible. But lots of choices, and this is definitely something that you can talk to your Ellison travel agent about, all these great choices. But we're not talking just about the ships, because Royal Caribbean, we're getting more and more guests, first-time cruisers. They've never cruised before. They have only done land-based traditional vacations in their life, and they're coming to Royal Caribbean because we have these incredible ships, so many options. Plus, we have our own ultimate destinations portfolios. Think of it as your very own all-inclusive resort for the day. We are spending hundreds of billions of dollars on these incredible island destinations. I should say hundreds of millions into the billions. First of all, let's talk about Perfect Day at Coco Cay. She opened in 2019, $350 million investment. She is the #1 rated port in the world by Royal Caribbean guests. The ship docks, and it is your very own private island for the day. If you have a drink package or Wi-Fi, yes, it works over on the island. You do not have to spend any extra money to have a perfect day at Coco Cay. There is an exclusive adult-only area, Hideaway Beach, an incredible water park, the exclusive Coco Beach Club. You can get extra excursions if you want to go on the jet skis or swim with the pigs. All kinds of great options here. And here's a great picture of the amazing adult-only Hideaway Beach. But it's not just about these incredible perfect day destinations. We're opening our own Royal Beach Clubs. This is our exclusive collection. The first one opens next month in Nassau. You are looking at right now the largest swim-up bar in the world. And if you've ever been to the port of Nassau, there's a long stretch of beach right where the ships dock, and that is our beach club. There's a great picture of it. This is going to be an all-inclusive option. The Royal Beach Clubs are kind of think of it like an excursion, where you're going to be able to purchase your pass for the day, whether you want with alcohol or without. And for those people that have been there, done that before, or they want this high elevated premium experience, you're going to be able to get it Just last week, we announced the first beach club in Europe. It is the Royal Beach Club in Santorini. It is coming next summer. So for our amazing ships in Europe, this is a great option. You'll still be able to visit Fira, Oi, and see all the great sites on the island of Santorini, plus enjoy the beach club for the day. But that's not it, because also in 2026, in the fall, we're opening the first Royal Beach Club in Cozumel, just less than 15 minutes to the port. A really great option for those guests that are looking for this incredible all-inclusive option for the day. And we are going to also launch the very first Royal Beach Club in the South Pacific, coming to the coast of Vanuatu in Lalepa. This will be a complimentary experience. It is going to be great, especially for those cruises sailing out of Australia. And we talked about Perfect Day at Coco Cay at the beginning, and we are very excited about Perfect Day Mexico. This will be in the port of Costa Maya. We are very fortunate to own this entire port, and you're looking at the next Perfect Day coming in 2027 with roughly the same size as the Magic Kingdom in Orlando. She is going to be huge, and this will be included in the price of your cruise. So for all cruises out of Florida, Galveston, Texas, New Orleans, you're going to be able to visit Perfect Day Mexico. So lots of really cool stuff on the horizon, not just our ships, including our incredible destination. So we truly have you covered depending on what you'd like to do. If you'd like to have a lot of fun, if you'd like to just chill and relax, you will have a great time at Royal Caribbean. The most important thing to remember is you will never be bored at Royal Caribbean. I always like to say this: if you're bored on one of our ships, it's because you're boring. So all kidding aside, so many great options, no matter who you are. But I really just want to quickly touch on some important resources on our ships as well. Now, this one's important to me because I spent so many years on the ship, and it is unfortunate, but there are some people that, for whatever reason, think they maybe cannot go on vacation, or someone in their family, or someone that they know because of a special need. And that is the furthest thing from the truth. Royal Caribbean is the most accessible vacation destination on the planet. And it is also because of the size of our ships, how wide our hallways are, the amazing layouts of the ships. And again, all of these mobility, hearing, visual, and other special needs can all be accommodated. And your Ellison agent can help you through this as well. So as you can see here, whether it's a service dog, whether it's those guests needing accessible staterooms or sign language assistance, we have you covered. And again, every special dietary need and allergy can be accommodated at Royal Caribbean. Your agent can send you an incredible digital brochure that you can look through. And yeah, so when it comes to customizing your vacation, Royal Caribbean is truly kind of like an a la carte experience. Whatever you want, you can add it. Nothing is going to be forced upon you. If you don't want to drink 5 or 6 alcohol drinks a day, you don't need to drink the beverage package. Basic coffee, tea, juice, lemonade, iced tea, all that is included. And if you'd like to buy a beverage package, whether that is with alcohol or without, for example, pop, mocktails, milkshakes, specialty coffees, you can. At Royal Caribbean, there's only 2 beverage package, one with alcohol and one without. With the internet, there's only 1 internet package. It is top speed streaming. We were the first to have Starlink on all of our ships. It is the fastest internet in the world. So any of these options you can add to your cruise if you like. You can simply do this with the Royal Caribbean app or on your website on any internet browser, and you can purchase all of this stuff pre-cruise. Why you might want to do this is because anything you purchase pre-cruise would be in Canadian dollars. Everything on the ship is going to be in USD, and the best option is, you can secure that swimming with the dolphins, you can secure your specialty dining or your drink package, and if the price happens to go down, you can simply cancel and rebook. And that means you might get the cheaper price. Also, if you don't want to purchase it anymore, if something happens, you can just simply cancel anything for a full refund up to 48 hours before your cruise. So this is why you might want to do this planning in advance. Now, before we talk about all the big offers that we have this month, I just want to remind you that we have this incredible Air to Sea program. So if you are flying to your ship, Royal Caribbean is the way to go, or at least consider it, because we guarantee the lowest airfare on refundable flights. You do not pay for that flight until you make the final payment on your cruise. And even better, we're going to assure arrival. Our emergency travel team is here for you. Once you've chosen your flight, you choose the flight, you choose the airline. We're going to help you if something happens. For example, snowstorm delays the flight, we've got you covered. And we do have some great pricing right now on Alaska and Europe airfare. So you can book this by yourself, or your agent can help you once you've booked your cruise. Now, when we talk about choosing your cruise and getting some information, your Ellison agent can give you a physical copy of our brochure, or they can send you a digital copy that you can check out for more info if you need it. But let's talk about why we're all here. Black Friday. This is it. And it is not just about 3 or 4 days. It is the entire month. The Royal Caribbean's been doing this for a couple of years now. The biggest sales of the year run all month long. And what are they? Well, here we go. In November, 60% off the second guest for all sailings on or after November the 5th. Kids sail free at Royal Caribbean, guests 12 and under at the time of sailing. And when we say select sailing is excluded, we're talking about the peak summer sailings and big holidays like Christmas, March break, and Easter. This month, we're doing something that I've never seen in over 3 years. We are also offering the third and fourth guests sail free. That means teenagers, that means grandma, grandpa, brothers, sisters in the same stateroom. So for example, that's everybody sailing free in the same room. And we have a really cool bonus that just launched a couple of days ago, what we call the early naming bonus. That means for any cruise that you book after July the 9th, we're going to give you an extra $50 USD to spend at sea. So you can use it on drinks, on excursions, in the shops, whatever you like. So all month long, we're going to have these incredible sales up to $1,375 instant savings in Canadian, plus up to 50% off cruise extras. So your internet, think your specialty dining, shore excursions, all of that is up to 50% off this month. In the next couple of days, we're going to be seeing right now actually up to 1,300 instant savings yesterday and today, and tomorrow up to 900. That's USD onboard credit if you book in the prevailing rates. One thing that we want to mention that you get with Ellison Travel is a bonus specialty dining offer. So if you're booking any Caribbean, Bermuda, Bahamas, West Coast, or Mexico, and a balcony or a suite for 6 nights or longer, January to June next year, we're going to give you an extra specialty dining for 2 guests. This is an up to 150 USD value. Yes, it includes gratuity. It is an amazing offer. But not only that, we have a bonus up to 200 USD to spend at sea. And how this works is very simple. If you book in any of these staterooms, outside of the final payment, we're going to be able to add on an extra 25 for an interior or an ocean view, 50 for a balcony, 100 for a suite. And we just talked about that early booking bonus. And we do have another bonus because Ellison Travel has some incredible exclusive rates that we're going to talk about in just a second. They also are going to be throwing in an extra $50 OBC. So that means up to 200 bonus onboard credit that you can book if all these align. But if you just booked, for example, a balcony in the next couple of months, then in one of the exclusive rates, that's an extra $100. If you book that from July onwards, that would be 150. So when we talk about these exclusive rates, I wanted to show you, this is not a joke. Your Ellison travel agent has access to over 35,000 rooms in Canadian dollars alone, up to 67% off. You will not find these deals on our website. You will not find these deals anywhere except unless you ask your Ellison agent. So depending on where you're looking to book, these are all based on double occupancy. Why are these so amazing? Refundable deposit, up to 30 days to make deposit, that extra $50. The combining with specialty dining. And here's one I'm going to throw way back to that first. Remember, I talked about that 18-night amazing cruise on Anthem of the Seas in April. This is an awesome cruise. If you book this right now, if you looked at it on the website or with someone else, you're going to pay $5,800 a person. And I think there was only 2 rooms left at this price, but Ellison has it for $3,100 per person Canadian with taxes. That is not a joke. That is almost the entire cruise on sale. So you can see that this is $2,800 off per person. Plus, this rate is refundable. That $5,800 rate, if you tried to buy that, would be non-refundable. This is a huge advantage. This is why you're always going to contact Ellison for your Royal Caribbean cruises, especially if you're looking for a deal on a double occupancy stateroom. And lastly, we do have, and by the way, those are really for 4 months and longer out sailings. When we're talking like tomorrow up until the next 3 or 4 months, we have a huge sale. It just started November the 7th. It goes until the December 8th as well. Last minute deals. I've never seen in 3 years since I left the ship, last minute deals. being advertised. We have them now, including third and fourth guest sale free, and your Ellison agent is the one to contact to see what deals are there. They have a huge spreadsheet of all these amazing sales, and we want you to contact them and book it as early as possible. Okay, so that really kind of sums up everything in as kind of a quick as we can, and we're going to wrap it up with why. Again, one more time, why are you booking with Ellison Travel? All of these amazing reasons. Okay, we have some incredible agents in London, Exeter, especially. They have traveled and they have been on Royal Caribbean. I know Luke's on the call. He just got off a Europe cruise a couple of months ago. We had Sue and Petra, who literally just got off the ship in LA this week. So these are experts. They are going to take care of you and they're going to make sure that you have the best time on Royal Caribbean. So that is it, everybody. Thank you so much. And now I'm going to throw it back to Stephanie because hopefully we have some questions.
All right, thank you so much, Mitch. We do. They've come in via social media. Now, if there's anybody in the webinar with us via Zoom, if you have any questions, I apologize. I forgot to say, just pop them in the Q&A and we will do our best to answer them for you. So bear with me. Let's go through the ones we have from social media. The first one, Mitch, is how far out can we book on the new ships?
Okay, well, we just actually have been opening in the last 4 weeks from April 2027 all the way until spring 2028. So we just announced actually today, Icon of the Seas will start sailing also from Galveston, Texas, going to Perfect Day in Mexico. And those are on sale right now. Now, I will remind you that the earlier you book, the better the price. So it's very simple at Royal Caribbean. It's not like other places. The earlier you book, you secure the best room and you get the best price. As time goes on, there's less and less rooms available and the price gets higher and higher and higher. So this is why you want to secure early. So yes, Europe, Alaska, and Caribbean, the Northeast, LA is all open all the way until spring 2028.
Amazing. I can't imagine, I can't imagine, but planning what I'm doing in 2028, sometimes I have problems planning what I'm doing next week. But if it's something like a cruise that I'm excited for, I'll make it happen.
Hey, also remember when we talked about those exclusive rates that Ellison has, all based on double occupancy, these are refundable deposits. So you put your deposit down, it is refundable. So you're able to lock in that price. And if things do change, of course, you can move that. You have that refundable option. That is really one of the benefits of booking with you guys because you have these options that other people don't.
Wonderful. Excellent. Okay, next question. Do any of the ships have adjoining rooms for bigger families, i.e. like families of 5? What sort of options are there? Because that can be a tricky number for sure.
100%. Yes, we do. So depending on what class you're on, again, we have 7 classes, which means 7 different sizes of ships, soon to be 30 ships. Yes, we have everything from doubles, triples, quads. Yes, we can accommodate 5 and 6, 5 in a stateroom. Especially, I would like to mention that we do have suites at 8 people. There are some ships that have suites up to 14 people. There's only 1 or 2 of those, but really the majority of our suites can fit up to 8 people, multiple levels of suites, but also just regular staterooms, including the family infinite ocean view balconies on the Icon class. Yes, you can accommodate 5 or 6 people in a room. Especially there is a little area where the kids can have their own bunk beds. They can close a curtain off. Split compartment bathrooms. On the Icon class ships, over 80% of the rooms are triples, quads, and higher. So I highly encourage you to talk to your Ellison agent, and depending on where what you'd like to go or what you'd like, they can help you out. And not only are there rooms that will accommodate 5 or 8 people, what we also have is connecting staterooms. So we have rooms that will connect together, or you can go with rooms that are side by side or directly across the hall. There are unlimited options when it comes to large families because remember, Royal Caribbean is the multi-gen brand. We see huge groups of people, 5, 10, 15, 30, 40, giant families all cruising together, and the team can take care of you.
Perfect. Does the child tracker cost anything?
The child tracker on Star of the Seas that is launching on all of the ships, yes, it is a one-time fee. So you buy the bracelet. I can't quote myself, but I'm pretty sure it's around $14 or $15, and you can reuse it forever. Okay, so it's as simple as that. You'll purchase it once in Adventure Ocean on the first day, and then when you come back on your future cruises, you can keep reusing it as well. So That is a great option. And reminder, in that Royal Caribbean app, I just want to mention this because you don't actually need to purchase the Wi-Fi package to use the Royal Caribbean app on board. And it does include free chat amongst people in your group or in your family. So you can chat amongst each other in the app. That's included as well. You don't have to pay extra.
Perfect. I think $15 is a small investment for peace of mind. So what a great idea. And then there is, of course, a follow-up question to that saying, are you sure that they don't have an upgrade to track the husbands? Is that in the works?
You know what? Here's the thing. Everything at Royal Caribbean is done by our guest feedback. It's all about the guest survey. We will ask you and we'll beg you to please fill out the survey. Everything we do is about that. So I would highly recommend that you put it in the survey at the end of your cruise. I highly doubt they're going to actually do it, but I will tell you that someone will read that and they will have a good laugh. So please, yes.
There you go. We always like to make somebody's day, right? Let me see here. Is there anything else? Do you have a favorite ship
Oof.
and why?
It's really hard because I worked on over 20 ships all over the world, and it's really like that's the thing, it's really hard. I know it's like, hey, what's your favorite kid? You can't answer. So it depends where I'm going. So there's certain times like I'm about to go on my personal vacation in 2 weeks and I'm going on Icon of the Seas. I want to go on the newest, biggest, baddest cruise ships in the world. However, last year I went to Europe and I chose a smaller ship because I love that intimate experience as well. And if I'm going to be off the ship most of the day, I'm probably not going to take advantage of all those activities. Some people will, but it really truly kind of depends on where you're going to be. I do love that experience on the small ship. So, I mean, if you ask me what was my favorite ship to work on, I would maybe say Allure or Oasis of the Seas, just because I spent the most amount of time on it, probably.
I'm sure they all have a special place in your heart.
Yeah, it's
I
hard.
really don't think you can go wrong on any of them.
It's true, and I will tell you, if you ask me, okay, two things. What is the best port to sail out of on the planet? My number one answer would be Sydney, Australia, just because of where the ship docks. You literally dock next to the Sydney Harbour Bridge. On the other side, you have the Opera House. The ship backs out, sails past both of them. It's once in a lifetime experience. So, yeah.
Perfect. Great insider tip. Okay. Are any of the deals that you mentioned combinable with our exclusive group space?
Yes. So with your exclusive rates, we kind of quickly showed that one slide, up to $200, that credit, that USD onboard credit, and the specialty dining, that all works in the exclusive rates. So for example, if you booked a cruise past July the 9th in the exclusive rates in a balcony, that would be $150 USD onboard credit plus the specialty dining for two. So that would be a $300 USD value, which would be, I mean, I don't know the conversion to Canadian, but that would be, and I'm Canadian, sorry, I don't know that. But, we'll be able to tell you what that is. But yes, so these exclusive rates, there are so many of them. Definitely, this is why booking this month is so important, because it is all combinable. So take advantage of that. The earlier, the better you book. And I know you're going to talk about this, Stephanie, but yes, I will be in the London office on Friday. So this is an opportunity to come in, ask some questions of the agents, and definitely price out some great options. And I'm not trying to be cheeky or anything, but this is the time to book one or two or even three because you have 26, 27, 28. You can put refundable deposits down. If anything changes, of course you can, but this deal comes around once a year.
Absolutely. So what you're saying is the time is now.
The time is now.
The time is now.
And there's no.
I have a 15-year-old boy and an 11-year-old girl. What ship would you go on? We need lots of activities.
100% my choice is always going to be Oasis class or Icon class. By the way, Oasis and Icon class are almost the exact same size. Icon class is next generation Oasis class. There's 6 of these amazing ships. And if it's your first cruise ever, there's not huge differences. I mean, if you've been on the Oasis class before, then I would say Icon. It all kind of depends what you're looking to do. But if you're talking about activities, Oasis and Icon class have the most. However, honestly, really any of our Voyager class, Freedom class, Quantum class as well are going to have all of these activities. They have ice skating rinks, they have rock climbing walls, they have the flow riders surfing, they have the water slides, they have bumper cars, skydiving at sea, and more and more and more. So your agent can be a little bit specifically help you kind of narrow down depending on what time of year, what time of month you're going, what your budget's going to be, which one of those is going to fit best for you. But that's the great thing about Royal is that all these ships, or at least most of them, have all these fun activities. And it's included, you don't pay extra.
Perfect. So you're not paying one price to get on and another price to get off, which is so key for sure. Okay, I think we've run to the end of the questions. Like you kind of touched on it a little bit before, but I'm gonna ask you, Friday, what are you doing between 2 and 4 p.m.?
I'm very happy to be at Ellison Travel in London on Hyde Park Road. So come and join us, whether you just want to ask some questions about what it's like to live on a cruise ship. I should say a Royal Caribbean cruise ship for 18 years. I did not work anywhere else. Yes, I was a cruise director for 12 years, but more importantly, if you want to chat to Steph or any of the team and book your cruise, of course, you don't have to come in person to do that. But if you do have any more questions or you need some more insights, you want to grab a brochure, please come in and join us. Because again, this is the time to book, and take it from Petra and Sue, who literally just got off the ship, what, 2 days ago?
Yeah, I think they got back on Monday night. Yeah.
So we'll be there. So we'd love to have you if you need some more information. If not, go ahead and contact your agent tomorrow and make your bookings and take advantage of all this extras that normally isn't included on a regular time of the year. But the fact that they're included during Black Friday month is unbelievable.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. I'm looking, I don't see any additional questions. So just to do a very quick wrap up, if you are free and interested, please do join us in office in the London location. We are so lucky to have Mitch actually just down the road from us. So we have great access to him and love that he's here for us to support, because we at Ellison really are loyal to Royal, and we hope that we could show you exactly why. So pop in if you're free. If not, please just reach out to us. Give us a call, send your agent an email, whatever you need, and we'll be more than happy to help. I really do appreciate you spending your, what day of the week are we? Wednesday evening with us. It's been one of those weeks, I tell you. And a huge thank you to Mitch for wowing us with everything Royal, and we look forward to seeing where this goes.
Thanks, everybody. We'll appreciate your time, and thank you, Steph, and the whole team at Ellison for having us on.
No problem. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon.